Hello. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna be speaking very soft pitched because it is practically 4 a.m. So, yeah, I'm not really. I don't know why I'm doing up. I'm actually very tired, but I've been wanting to play this game for such a long time. So I want to play it, and plus I'm having a sleeping issue lately, so my plan is to stay up all night, and then tomorrow, I can go to sleep a little bit more early because I do work tomorrow, so it kind of all works out because then I get my sleeping schedule refixed. Oh, wait. Damn, I just thought about I'm watching a movie tomorrow. Oh my god. Damn, I can't believe I just realized that on live stream. Anyways, so I had a chat with Josephine actually. It was a little cutscene that happened, but it's okay. Sorry that I missed out on it. I was just kind of enjoying myself. Yeah, let's talk to her
Inquisitor,
again.
is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It looks strange, but it hasn't done me harm.
If it did come from Corypheus, that's a small mercy.
Well, see, there's just little chats that Miss Josephine likes to have with us. Us being Jessie. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of things I have to do. Alright, let's see. The unsettling lad reported back the bandits when cleared with minor spoils. He may have potential. Cullen. Okay, so where's my other stuff? Over here. Friend and Claudius. My lady Inquisitor. Considerable. So, I'm sending you a few things to help. Okay, so that was a good thing to do. Okay, we did that. Now, we can...
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
We could do that in a little bit. I probably want to go to these ones because these are all new. Wow. Finding Crestwood's mayor. How much is this? I don't think this will take long. No, 19 minutes. For stability. Okay, we're calling for that one. Hello, hi person. Okay, so Liliana, yes.
Let's see what we have.
Now, Miss Josephine, to serve any Inquisitor. Oh, well, look at here. Yeah, here's the interesting things. Belong to foreign mercenary, journal, high clerks.
Inquisitor,
Okay, there we go. Temporary, but it works. Alright, let's go. There you go. Vivian approves, Dorian interviews, truth or dare, see or be seen. Okay. Now, I wonder if we can.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
Let's see. What? I don't want to put it as dragon. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um. Upgrade. Potion. Hmm. Oh, wait. Who's this for? Cole. Okay, Cole. Okay. Hmm. 142. Okay. Don't mind me. Oh, cool. Okay. Check this is around. Nah. Okay, any of this? No. This. This and that. Okay. Let me sell the rest of this. Sorry, I'm making you guys watch this. I just felt like there's more cutscenes and I'm gonna go do them in a second. But I do want to sell all this stuff. Okay. Let's go. How about over here?
Inquisitor, what is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Okay.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Fiona.
What's on your mind?
Ooh, I forgot about the letter.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all. Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter.
Oh shoot, I dropped my controller.
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically, the potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars. At best.
Okay.
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I think I'm gonna tell him no.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
I can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
Okay.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
We got Miss Vivienne right here. Let's see what she's got.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Let's see.
What was it like to live in a circle?
My dear, your question is the root of all problems with mages. I cannot tell you. Every circle was different. Their Templars were different, their politics unique. And every person within each tower had an experience of circle life unique to themselves. Some people suffered and some were content. Some were cruel, some compassionate, and some indifferent. The same is true of people everywhere, in all circumstances, whether they are mages or not.
You must have been under constant supervision, being forced by Templars to live in the tower. Was that hard to endure?
My dear, I have a suite in the palace and a wing at my dear Duke Bastien's estate. I've never been forced to live anywhere. Most circles allowed mages to live away from the tower, either on their own or in service to the nobility. All that was required was permission from the first enchanter. Some circles were harsher in their restrictions. Kirkwall was the worst, but it was the exception. Most were quite permissive, perhaps too permissive in retrospect.
Oh my god, sorry you guys are hearing a bunch of like background noises.
So tell me about your personal experience with the Circle.
I enjoyed life in the Montsimard Circle, my dear. It was an edifice devoted to knowledge and refinement. And mages need the company of other mages. No one else can truly understand the challenges we face, nor see the world as we do.
Okay, that's all done talking to her. Alright, so let's talk to Liana since she's upstairs. Let's see if she has anything to speak about. Maybe.
Inquisitor?
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in the Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend and there were so many things going wrong.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. You know, playing this right now at 4 a.m. is probably not the best idea, but we're gonna deal with what we have. We're gonna stick with it. Oh, let's just... hold on. Let's go talk to Solis. Oh. Woo!
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk.
Ooh.
Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Ooh. Alright, let's see what we got. It's a long loading screen. Ooh.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. To visit me here, and you not even a mage.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Well. It's nice to see how that's going. There we go. Haha. Sorry, my eyes are really watery. Alright. So we've talked to quite a few people. Let's talk to some of the people out here.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. Is this Cole? No, it's just a person. Oh my god, wait, please. Yay!
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Good. God damn it, they really brought me here. Have Colin and Leanna or Josephine. Let me read that again. I'm kind of sorry. You guys have to see me so tired. Investigate this. Okay. Well, okay, so honestly, look, I'm very tired. So I would try my best to wake up early. I really hope I do. And then, yeah, we could do it on live stream or actually play. Let's see. Haha. A battalion for Sarah.
Did you see the message I sent? Yes, thank you.
Excuse me. Although I have it on authority. Do not tell Sarah I said so. Alright, so we also gotta do this stuff. We'll do that eventually. Okay, so only conclusion that I noticed painter playing position. All right. Okay, so how about look at the Mystic Seekers. Alright, Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Liliana. Alright, let's do some resources.
Inquisitor.
Alright, guys. I'm very tired. I'm gonna cut this live stream short, but I shall see you guys in the next live stream. Okay? Alright, goodbye.